Title: Rules of Power, 48 Rules of Power Part 9. Introduction. Welcome back to Power Play, where we unleash game-changing strategies to dominate your goals. Today, we're diving deep into Rules of Power, 48 Rules of Power Part 9. Your ultimate guide to mastering influence and leading like a true pro. Whether you're steering a council, crushing a challenge, or owning a high-stakes moment, these rules will make you unstoppable. We've handpicked 6 killer rules, each rooted in gripping tales of cunning strategists from a shadowy world of courts and castles, brimming with a lot of whispered plots, daring schemes, and bold power plays that echo through the torchlit halls. These aren't just tips. They're epic moves packed with a lot of vivid stories, practical steps, and clever ways to sidestep every trap lurking in the shadows. Ready to level up your leadership and slay every moment with a lot of swagger? Smash that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your boldest power move. Let's dive in and make you a power legend. Rule 1. Keep others off balance. A cunning advisor stirred a lot of unease in a rival's court, dropping cryptic hints of hidden threats, like shadows dancing across a stormy castle's walls. They praised a lord one day with a lot of warmth, then fell silent the next, their icy gaze sowing a lot of doubt, keeping foes guessing with a lot of unpredictable shifts. This chaos threw rivals off, unable to counter, and the advisor seized a lot of control with a single, well-timed move. Their erratic dance gained a lot of power, leaving others scrambling in the torchlit gloom. The lesson: disrupt with a lot of surprise, like a fencer switching stances mid-duel. To do this, vary a lot of your actions, like shifting topics in a council to unsettle allies. If rivals adapt, change tactics with a lot more twists, like a sudden pause. Practice this: use one unexpected gesture, like a cryptic smile, in a meeting. If you're too predictable, mix in a lot of bold shifts to shake their rhythm. If they counter, pivot with a lot of fresh surprises. Keeping others off balance isn't chaos, it's control. Shake their game with a lot of cunning, and you'll own the board with unmatched vibe. Rule 2. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. A shrewd strategist unveiled a lot of brilliant plans in a grand council. Their execution so smooth it dazzled the court, like a dancer gliding through a crowded hall with a lot of effortless poise. They toiled a lot in secret, refining every detail by candlelight, but presented their work with a calm smile, making their power seem natural and divine. Rivals, awed by a lot of this ease, couldn't match their aura, and the strategist gained a lot of influence. The lesson: make efforts look seamless, like a swan gliding on water with a lot of hidden paddling. To do this, practice a lot in private, like rehearsing a speech until it flows, then deliver with a lot of flair. If strain shows, cover it with a lot of confident nods. Practice this: master one skill to present with a lot of calm in a council. If you seem stressed, pause with a lot of poise to regain cool. If effort leaks, mask it with a lot of charm. Effortlessness isn't lazy, it's magnetic. Shine easy with a lot of polish, and you'll dazzle the court with supreme swagger. Rule 3. Feed on others' dreams. A clever courtier heard a lot of whispers of a lord's grand ambitions in the great hall and spun a vision that fed those dreams, like a bard weaving a lot of tales to stir a crowd. They promised a lot of glory to the Lord, aligning their own plans with his desires, and gained a lot of loyalty without revealing their motives. Their flattery secured a lot of power as the Lord followed their lead. The lesson: tap into others' dreams to steer them, like a wind guiding a sail. To do this, listen to a lot of their hopes, like a lord's wish for fame, and tie your plans to them. If they doubt, amplify with a lot of vivid promises. Practice this: align one idea with an ally's dream in a meeting. If they resist, sweeten it with a lot more flattery. If your pitch falters, reframe with a lot of their goals. Feeding dreams isn't manipulation, it's slick. Hook their hopes with a lot of vision, and you'll own their trust. Rule 4. Be royal in your own fashion. A bold advisor stood out in a crowded court, carrying themselves with a lot of regal confidence, like a peacock strutting through a dusty market. They dressed with a lot of flair, spoke with a lot of authority, and acted as if destined to rule, earning a lot of respect without a crown. Their unique majesty drew a lot of allies, cementing their influence. The lesson: Act royal to command awe like a star shining with a lot of brilliance. To do this, carry a lot of confidence like leading a council with bold poise. If you seem ordinary, add a lot of unique flair like a striking gesture. Practice this. Present one idea with a lot of regal swagger. If doubt creeps in, amplify with a lot of bold presence. If rivals challenge, outshine with a lot more charisma. Being royal isn't arrogant. It's powerful. Strut with a lot of style and you'll rule the court's gaze. Rule 5. Master the art of timing. A wise courtier watched a lot of court rivalries unfold, waiting like an archer holding a shot for the perfect moment. They observed a lot of shifts in power, noting every lord's move with a lot of patience, and struck when tensions eased, unveiling a plan that won a lot of favor. Their timing turned a small act into a massive triumph, gaining a lot of influence. The lesson: wait for the right moment like a predator stalking with a lot of care. To do this, study a lot of patterns like a council's mood and act when defenses are low. If you move too soon, hold back with a lot of calm. Practice this. Delay one decision with a lot of patience until the vibe shifts. If impatience hits, watch for a lot more signals. If timing falters, adjust with a lot of quick pivots. Timing isn't passive, it's masterful. Strike with a lot of precision and you'll slay the game. Rule 6. Stir the waters to catch fish. A crafty advisor sparked a lot of chaos in a rival court, spreading a lot of rumors like ripples across a still pond, watching foes scramble in the flickering shadows. They whispered a lot of doubts about a lord's plans, causing a lot of quarrels, and struck with a bold scheme that seized a lot of control while others floundered. Their calculated disorder won a lot of power with ease. The lesson: create controlled chaos to gain the upper hand, like a storm shaking a lot of fruit from a tree. To do this, drop a lot of subtle hints to unsettle rivals like questioning their strategy. If chaos backfires, redirect with a lot of bold moves. Practice this. Sow a lot of doubt in one rival's plan. If order returns, stir with a lot more rumors. If control slips, refocus with a lot of decisive action. Stirring waters isn't reckless. It's strategic. Cause a ripple with a lot of cunning, and you'll hook the prize. Conclusion: that's your playbook for Rules of Power, 48 Rules of Power Part 9. With these 6 killer rules: keeping others off balance, making accomplishments seem effortless, feeding on dreams, being royal in your fashion, mastering timing, and stirring the waters, you'll dominate any challenge, council, or contest. These timeless stories, packed with a lot of cunning, flair, and bold moves, show you how to command respect, outsmart rivals, and build a reputation that shines like a beacon in a stormy court. Whether you're leading a group, crafting a plan, or facing a rival, these moves make you a power legend. Start today. Pick one rule, test it with a lot of boldness, and watch your influence soar. What's your boldest power move? Drop it in the comments, smash that subscribe button, and hit the channel for a lot more game-changing tips. Stay fierce, stay strategic, and rule your world.